All right.
We live, baby.
I do want to get reactions, and because Mike and I already know the statistic, I'm gonna start with the women in the room. Is that fair?
No, but go ahead.
Go at it.
I mean, you can just go ahead and ask it.
Give me what you got.
Okay, so I want reactions to the statement. 50% of men between 18 and 30 have not approached a woman in the last year. 68% of men have willingly left the dating scene.
Not approach. Like, are they not on Instagram? Like,
have not approached. Just doesn't matter.
So you're saying like, they're not shooting a shot?
Tinder, Hinge.
They're not on dating apps.
They're not shooting shots at all.
They're not walking up to you. They're not shooting a shot to you. They're not texting you. They're not even looking at you.
68% of men
are taken.
have left the dating scene.
No. They voluntarily said that they're not willing to deal with women in general.
So, what's the question? Why?
The question.
I want reactions to why.
Like, I'm confused. Y'all can see my reaction. I'm like, is that real?
That's a real statistic.
Like
This is from Pew Research Center. 50% of men have not approached a woman in the last year. 68% of men have willingly left the dating scene. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's kind of crazy. You're talking about 1 out of every 2 men that are single have not tried to be in have not tried to pursue a woman.
Not approach.
Not even a shoot.
Not pursue. Approach. We out. We at the club. We at the bar, the lounge, the hookah spot. They're not approaching. They're not approaching on Tinder, Hinge, nothing. There's no contact. 68% of men have said, "I'm done with dating. That's it. I'm done. I'm out."
It's 5 niggas in the house playing video games.
18 to 30 is like
playing video games.
But what is? How does that make you feel? Like, what are your thoughts
I'm shocked. I mean, that's kind of disappointing. It's like, what do we women collectively do as a unit to guys for y'all to like not even feel like we're worthy to date? Like,
that's the thought.
How many heartbreaks?
Right there.
How many bullshit situations have?
Well,
y'all
he
gone
said
through?
18 to 30. I'm like, what have you gone through at 18?
I'm saying, like,
Nah, so in my opinion, from what I've heard, it's not necessarily like what I've gone through. Is that like the price went up so high, niggas they kind of like push themselves out of it, right? Like I've dated girls before my recent girl that was like in college. She didn't talk to no dudes because they didn't make enough money. And I'm like, well, we all were broke in college, but now the new standard is if he can't finance you, he's not worth it. So then you get a situation where it's like, damn, I gotta go make money. And most dudes out of college, most dudes fresh out there, they don't got money like that. So it's like, if I don't got the money, there's no point. There's no point to go broke to date when I didn't got it. So then it's like most dudes just sit out of it.
Right.
And
I agree with you.
And then it's like, what do you do, right? Because it's like, damn, if that's the main criteria, like 6 foot, have money, if I don't do it, what am I gonna do? I could be making 50, 60 grand. That's good money. But to y'all, it's not good money. So
a lot of women feel like, what do I need a
high.
man for if he doesn't have money?
High.
Right, the bar's high. The bar's high, and it's a good thing, though, because what it did was it pushed the women to be more educated, which is good, because it didn't happen before, based on, the years that we came from. So now women are more educated and they have more money, but then what they did was kind of push most niggas out the market for you. Because now women always, the hypergamy, right? You want to date either date across or date up.
Yeah, no.
So if most men in America aren't making the money y'all making, you're already not even looking at them.
Right.
Already. So if you making 75, 80, you know what that girl say? The dude has to make double than what I make to look at me.
To look, yeah.
Just
to get a look.
Look at me.
To get a look.
So if you making 75, you gotta make 150. Most niggas ain't doing that.
Most niggas
but they at 40. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a really tough situation.
It's like, what do you do?
So y'all can't conceptualize why men have said they don't want to date women. No,
I understand now that you're painting the picture. I understand because if I was a man, I would probably do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to spend $400 or $500 a week on just random women.
Every week?
Just to
see.
Just to see, yeah. Like and no woman wants to go to the park. Like, nigga, if you're not taking me out to like a decent restaurant, like,
if we're not going to Steak 48.
You know what's crazy? When I was dating, I would ask girls to go like ice skating or rollerblading. Yeah. Because they're cheap dates, but it's like it's fun, it's intimate. No, they curve me. They would curve me.
And this is recent or this is
No. This is like a couple years ago. I say about 2-3 years ago. I would like my game was like I invite a girl out to like ice skating because I know most girls don't do that and it's kind of intimate. I gotta hold your hand, we gonna roll around. That's cheesy to girls.
Yeah.
Oh, he ice skating. I don't want to do that.
I don't wanna do that.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like, even if you wanted to like not even spend the bank, it puts you in a hard predicament because most girls like, oh, I've already been on a floor, floor seats. I didn't already had a yacht party. You got to come that hard, or
Yeah, I mean, but it's a certain caliber of woman that you're talking about. But I feel like those type of women.
That's just Hinge girls. I'm just meaning girls on Hinge and dating apps.
Yeah.
So it's like
the common woman doesn't have floor seats.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, girls nowadays, man, the dudes, they got money today. They're comfortable just spending it, right? So the average girl might be getting, wizard seat, floor seats, or they might get the booth.
It's not the average girl.
It's not the average girl.
I mean, maybe not the average,
but it might be the average girl you're going after, but it's not the average girl.
Of people.
No, that is the average girl. I'm gonna tell you why.
Where we think that the sweet life and the floor seat life is normal. It's not fucking normal. Like, these women are not getting that. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why. Most it's the 6-8-10 theory. That's what I call it.
Come on, talk to us.
When there are no 10s in a particular spot, the 8s feel like they're a 10 and the 6s feel like they're an 8. And what happens is a lot of times when niggas are trying to beat and they don't have much to offer, they'll use their money to get women. So you might be, all right, I see a 6. She has a fat ass. I want her. I'm going to go and take her to a courtside game. You take her to a courtside game just because it may be normal for you. But for her, this is the world. You beat, you duck her, you never talk to her ever again. But now this is her standard.
Yeah.
This is it. She's used to courtside games.
It happened a few times.
So now, any man that wants to talk to her after that is like, you got to take me to a courtside game. But you still a 6.
Good. You have to preface it with...
She don't look good. She a 6.
But after 2 years and you never get to a courtside game again, you got to learn your lesson.
They don't learn their lesson because niggas are niggas and niggas will do what they can do to get cheeks. This is the problem.
They will lie.
You don't understand the way that men work.
So why are you mad at the girl when y'all lying?
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm chilling. I'm telling you how things work in the dating scene. How things work is men will date down and they'll give extravagant gifts to women to get cheeks. And a lot of times the women are not commensurate with the gift that they're receiving.
Right,
okay.
That's fair.
But they believe that they are once they get the gift.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, we over here, we all know we Delulu. That's our motto. We Delulu. Delulu is the Slulu. That's us.
The women don't know that.
So it's like, we know we delusional. Women are very...
I don't know about all that.
Women don't know anything.
Yes, women are very... Here's the gag. We are very in tune with the fact that we're delusional. We don't care.
That's the problem, though.
That's the problem.
We don't
That's
care.
the problem. If you
but
don't
the problem
care,
is
then...
also that y'all are exacerbating the delusion.
We're not... It's like, all right, for the girls who don't care, you got to live with that. They buy a dog, die alone. That's your life.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
But they will.
For the girls that do care, you want solutions. Because you do want a family. You do want a man. You do want that. Right? So you do want solutions.
Let me wrap this topic up.
Barbara, go ahead.
Just to get final thoughts on the topic. 68% of men have willingly left the dating scene. What are the implications of that?
68.
What
That's
does
a big
mean?
number.
Because right now,
fucking with the 32% that are left.
well, 50.1% of women are childless at 30. That's another statistic.
That's a big
but we
That's
gotta
never
talk about,
happened.
we're in 2024 and that's normal. Back in 2001, maybe you could look at a 30-year-old and be like, why you ain't got no kid? 2024, we got people going to grad school. We got women that have in vitro. We have advances in medical technology. People are not ready. If me and my man are not ready, we want to build more, grow more in our careers. It's kind of just well, why do I have to have a kid at 30?
I'm not saying
35.
I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying, what does it mean? I'm just saying the population
That's
is
true.
declining.
People are
That's
waiting.
true.
This is the
People are
first
trying to
time in
become more
history.
secure.
We had the most male versions in human history ever.
We're what?
The most male versions in human history ever.
Well, I don't necessarily, in the grand scheme of things, just in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's a bad thing.
You don't think it's a bad thing that
you might not be feeling it. You might not be
The world,
feeling it right.
the world itself is overpopulated.
It's not. You might not be. I mean, most of the world lives in a small sector of the planet. The planet is very large. We don't live.
We're using up all our resources.
We're not.
Destroying
the world is.
are.
The world is. They tell you that so they can control you.
Bill Gates.
You gonna tell me that now you don't believe in global warming?
I'm not saying I don't believe. I believe in global. That's different. Global warming is different from lack of resources.
No, I mean, but I would say I was going down a list. I'm like, we have lack of resources. We're killing the planet. All of that is coming from them.
Food is literally.
So we might as well just give up us just give up, we're doomed.
I'm not saying that we should give up. I was saying that
the world is overly populated.
Yeah, I was saying the fact that people are like having less kids, and then the fact that like men.
All right, so wait, you think it's good?
Rule in China, you can't even have more than 2 kids. Right?
But they redacted that. They redacted that.
It's repealed.
It's repealed because they're like, yo, they realized. Here's the difference.
They didn't have men.
When all the baby boomers die, the population of people who's gonna run the society is minors.
Yeah.
So you have to think about it, like all the trash niggas, the people who do the day-to-day tasks, who are those people?
And what you end up getting is a bunch of niggas that's going to cheat, because when 68%
How
of
did
men
we get
leave,
back here?
watch this. If 68% of men leave, that's 32% of men that are still there, right?
Yeah.
32% of men are in the dating scene with 100% of women.
Come on.
What you think gonna happen?
If this nigga by force,
what you think gonna happen?
By force, y'all gave regular niggas too many options. So then them regular niggas will never settle down because like I'm winning. It's 32% against 100. I'm winning. I got 5 girls. I'm winning.
Especially if you nigga with money and you got some height on you.
Why would I sit down?
Yeah.
You crazy.
Let me move on to the next topic.
Go ahead.